Okay, much better. Let's see. Let me get everything where it needs to be. All right. Awesome. Okay, I'm just getting my seat adjusted here. Today I thought I would do just a real quick little setup. I was going through some of my tools and supplies and things and trying to clean up some stuff in my office, all that kind of thing. And I decided that I was going to set up I was going to take everything out of my Bible study caddy and then set up for Advent, which isn't here yet. I mean, obviously it's not here yet. It's the middle of November, but it will be here sooner than you know it. And so I just thought I would just get it set up because the next week is going to be really busy and I want to roll into the Advent Christmas season just ready to go. So I have emptied out my caddy. This is the caddy that I use to hold all of my Bible study supplies that I might be using at any given time. Things find their way in and out of it just, randomly. And so I just needed to go through it, clean some stuff out. And as I was going to put stuff back in, I thought, oh, this would be the perfect time to just prep for the Advent season. So that's what I'm going to do. And I thought I would do it live. I was actually thinking of doing a full video, but I don't have time for that on my schedule today. It's a lot quicker to just go live, and that way I don't have to edit anything, and I'm less concerned with how perfect the result is. So I have in the description box links to everything that I could think of that I'm going to put in this caddy. I try to cover all my bases. There are a couple of things that just aren't available anymore, unfortunately. So I do have a couple of suggestions and one or two, what do you call it? Not replacements, but what is the word? Other options that you might consider. So check out the description box if you're looking for something either that I have or close to what I have. Okay, so, and I'll explain everything as I go. So this is the caddy that I use. It's actually a diaper caddy. I got this idea from somebody else on Instagram. She uses diaper caddy for her Bible study caddy, and I thought that was just brilliant because it's got lots of great room. The only thing you do have to be careful of is because this is not meant to hold heavy things like books. It's meant to hold things like diapers and wipes and other things for a baby. And so the strength of this piece, you just have to be very cognizant of what weight you might be putting in here. So I will often hold by the handles, but then I'll also just put my hand on the bottom just to give it support, because again, I'm using it for a purpose that it was not designed for. So just keep that in mind. I do have a full caddy, not playlist, but product list in my Amazon storefront that's linked in the description. So if you're interested in pretty much all the basics that I keep on hand in here, then you can check that out. Okay, so we're gonna pack this for Advent. I'm gonna keep some stuff in here that I just normally have, and then I'm gonna add some things particularly for Advent. So we're first gonna start off with what I normally keep in here. I have this notebook that I keep as my prayer journal. This is just a notebook I got from Walmart. It is a mint green. This is the brand. Do I have another one? I usually keep a few on hand because I really like these. But this is the brand mint green. I don't have the big sticker that goes on the front. Sometimes I try to keep the stickers so I can refer to them. But anyway, I really love the size. It's like roughly 9x7. I just covered it with stickers. And this is my prayer journal. So this is where I write out my prayers. And that goes there. And then I also have my little mini war binder that I keep in here. If you've not seen this, I do have a video for this, and it's a little kit that I created, and it's available on Etsy. That is also linked below if you're interested. So I keep those two there, and then I also keep my little prayer Bible. This is just a compact CSB that I got as my prayer Bible, and that goes in there too. And then I normally also have my little book of prayers. It's a thin book, and I don't have it on me at the moment. I think it's on my kitchen table, so it would normally get tucked in here too. The other thing I normally keep, yes, it does go here. I have this scripture memory journal from the Daily Grace Co. This is no longer available in their store. However, you can just get like an index card, like spiral bound index card set. I have it linked in this product. I keep wanting to say playlist. I'm so sorry, you guys. I do have it in the product list for Bible Study Caddy. You can just get index cards, or you can even just get like regular index cards, hole punch them, and maybe like put a binder ring in them. There are so many different ways you could do this. It doesn't have to be fancy. I just happen to have this on hand. So that goes there, and that completes the first little quadrant or section. Next, we are going to, let's see what we go next. Let's do, and if you have any questions on anything, feel free to let me know. I'll be happy to answer. Next, let's go ahead and no, we'll leave the Bible for last. Let's get to the Advent things. Okay, so these are just some books that I have collected. Some I've had for a few years or a couple of years, and some things are new. So let's start with the new pieces. This is the Advent study I'll be doing this year, Awakening Wonder, Experiencing the Nearness of Jesus, and this is the 2025 Daily Grace Co. Advent study. I'm really looking forward to this. I think it's going to be really good. There's space for application and then prayer and reflection. So I think this is going to be really good for the season. See if I can keep everything in frame. Are we in frame? Yes. So I'm going to be doing that. And then there's an accompanying prayer journal. So it's got space for every day of Advent with scripture and a prayer, and then space to journal your own prayers. So I'm going to keep that here. Maybe I'll put it here with my prayer journal. That makes sense. And these are both still available on the website. So if, again, you're interested, just check out the description box. I also have this church calendar book from their liturgical living set or release that they did earlier this year. So I'm just going to keep this in here handy if I want to reference it for Advent and Epiphany, I guess would also be. And there's Advent, Christmas, and Epiphany are all listed in the book. So if you want to refer to it, let's see if I can. Okay, so we have the Advent section, scripture, how to observe Advent, all of these lovely ideas and things. And then we have Christmas, of course, and all of the information about Christmas, ideas and so forth, and then Epiphany. So I'm just going to keep this on hand so I can refer to it if I would like to. Okay, then I have a few more books. This one just released not too long ago. It's called Manger Throne, Celebrating Christmas Through Song. And I'm a huge, not just music, like lover of music, but I love Christmas music. I thought this would be really great to have. And they're really short readings. It's like a devotional. And so it's got the lyrics of the songs. Okay, so let me explain. The author, Tony Wood, is a songwriter and has worked on, just several Christmas songs along with other kinds of songs. Anyway, he wrote this book just kind of highlighting a compilation of the songs that he's worked on. I'm sorry, I just kind of stumbled through that. But anyway, so he's written or co-written all of the songs in this book and just has like a little thought about it. And what's really fun is that you have the lyrics, but then you also have the artists who have sung the song and also the other people who wrote the song. So that's really cool, just to kind of see the people behind the music. So I thought this would be fun to do. And what I'm probably going to do is flip through the book and create a playlist of all these songs so I can have them as well. So anyway, celebrating Christmas through song, Manger Throne. This one I just got, and I thought it'd be fun to read throughout the month. And then speaking of songs, I also have this 31-day Advent devotional by Nancy DeMoss Vogelmuth, meditations on Luke 1 and 2. And I've had this for, I think, a couple of years, but never finished it. So I would like to finish it this year round. So 31 days, it's going to start on December 1st and then take you all the way through the month. And so I thought that'd be fun to have on hand. Literally just went to my bookshelves and was like, which Christmas or Advent books do I have that I have not finished? And to be completely honest, you guys, I have not finished one. So I've also not put together a Caddy for Advent. So I thought this would be a good way to hopefully actually finish something this season. Then we have Ruth Cho Simon's 25-Day Journey. This is Emmanuel, an invitation to prepare him room at Christmas and always. And her books are so gorgeous. I want her new one. I think it's called Wildflower. Oh my goodness, they're so beautiful. So anyway, I'd like to go through this. And my plan is to just take some time early in the morning to just read my little devotional readings, go through the Advent study, and have slow mornings this December. Slow early mornings this December. That's my goal for December, is to have slow early mornings. And this looks like a lot, but each reading is really short and I read fairly fast, so I can get through a few different books in a fairly short amount of time. So, and then last but not least, I think in terms of books, is I do have the Write the Word Advent from Cultivate. They released this a few weeks ago, several weeks ago. And it is their Advent Write the Word journal. And so every day you just write out the scripture, or you write it out here, and then you would write out just any thoughts. So I do plan on doing this as well. And I'm probably going to do some readings in the morning and then close out my day with something else. I might like do this at the end of my day or something. But I'll keep that here. Actually, should we put it here? Scripture writing? Yeah, with my prayer journal. We'll do that. Okay, and then I also have my Bible, of course. My Bible is big and chunky and it goes right in here. And then I also went into the archives of my stuff and pulled these Advent scripture cards. Now these are not available anymore. Cultivate released these quite a while ago and they're not available anymore. But since I still had them, I thought I would just go ahead and pop them in. Where to put them? Be like that, maybe. And then I also have these conversation cards for Advent. Again, these are unfortunately not available anymore, but they're like their other conversation decks, except this one is specifically for Advent, obviously. So I thought this would be fun to keep, on hand. I'll actually probably put this on my kitchen table, but I'm just gonna put it here for now so I don't forget. And even though this is not available anymore, there are some like holiday conversation decks that are on Amazon that you might be interested in. I do have it in my, I keep saying playlist. Oh my goodness gracious. I do have it linked in a list, good grief, called Holiday Fun. So if you're interested in some conversation starters, maybe for the Thanksgiving table or, you know, for your Christmas parties or whatever, or New Year's, you can check those out. I don't personally own those that I linked, but they are some that I'm interested in getting for my home. So just letting you know, it's a soft recommendation. Let's see what else. And I also have my little cross here. This can be found in my Bible Study Caddy list. And I keep that, can you see it? Yeah. I keep that just put in here in this front pocket. I've got some pens. This is the Advent pen set from Daily Grace. I don't know if it's still available. You can check, but I'm gonna put that in here. And then what is missing? Oh, I popped these out too. These are just some cards that I keep normally in this caddy. So these are attributes of God cards that I keep here. And then I have scripture cards for worship, scripture and prompts for worship of full life that I keep in here. Actually, should I show you guys? I should show you, right? Let your worship of God overflow into telling at least one person of God's wondrous works today. And then on the back, there's a scripture. So these are really nice to have on hand. I keep these in this pocket. And then last but not least, I keep this set of 31 days of prayer for women in this pocket. And these, I believe, are all still available from the Daily Grace Co. if you're interested. Oh, right. I did not link them, though. I'll try to put that in the link after this video processes and posts. And that's it. That's my caddy for Advent. And I think the only thing left to do is to decorate it, because why not? I don't have my Christmas decor out yet. I need to go grab everything out of storage, but when I do, I'll probably add like some ribbons or something. I'll probably like tie ribbons on the handles, things like that. I don't know if there's anything else I can do, unless I have like pins. I could like pin things to the front. I don't know if I can lift this, but maybe I could like, I don't know if this is gonna work. Anyway, maybe I could pin things to the front like this. I can't like glue anything because I don't want it to be permanent. Anyway, I will definitely be putting ribbons on here at least. And then this is just gonna live either at my desk or in my living room, wherever I feel most, or my kitchen table, wherever I feel I'm gonna do the most work. And this will be my little quiet time situation for December. So anyway, if you have any questions, let me know. But I feel like this is gonna get me to be more consistent in my Advent ventures, because I have not been in the past. You know, Christmas is so busy and we're always going, and I don't want to miss out on the loveliness and the slowness of the season. So I think being proactive like this and just having a plan is going to help me out tremendously. So that is it. Let me know if you need anything from me in this area, and I'll be happy to help. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you all later. Have a great rest of your day. Hold on, let me just check the chat, make sure there's nothing else. Okay, great. All right, have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.